And now we're going to turn back to face the front. And we're going to take Uttita Hasta Padangusthasana. We're going to do it like this. We're going to stand on the right leg and hold the back of the left leg at first. So everybody can do this variation. So you hold the back of your leg. You hug to the midline, and your toes will reflect awareness. Good. Now, as you look straight ahead, lift your gaze up off the floor, look straight ahead, and maybe even lighten up your expression because it's not so serious. Hug into the midline from your feet to your legs, and take the standing thigh back, especially both thighs back. Good, and breathe. And now, if you like the more challenge, stretch your leg by holding underneath the leg. You have something to press into. You press the femur bone into your hands, and you stretch, always hugging into your midline. You know, if they're losing their balance, that's more accurately like what you may be experiencing at home. So we just think that's fine. Release your leg and put it down. Yeah. Try the other side. You know, as we get older, muscle tone starts to go a little bit. Try the left leg. Stand on the left leg. And so we have to work on these things, and we recognize that they're not just going to be there all the time. We don't take anything for granted. Make your toes stronger. Yeah, hug in. Breathe. Smile that smile of recognition if you feel it, and then stretch your leg. Yeah, it's good. So it's a funny thing because you're holding on so much to the midline, but then you're trying to relax and breathe and enjoy it at the same time. Good. Thighs back, breathing, pushing energy down. Okay, and release the leg. Good. Now step forward with your right leg and back with your left leg. Prasarita Padottanasana. We draw in from the feet and shins. This is like 2 straight legs, and we pull the ribs and belly back and push the energy down through the legs from the solar plexus and touch the floor. Prasarita, or Parshvottanasana. So many people will experience a lot more hamstring stiffness than these wisdom warriors. So what they are doing is drawing their feet and shins into the midline and taking the thigh bones back and apart. So they're working their legs, all 4 sides of the legs, super intensely now. Please keep your hands on the floor and switch legs. What I've been told from others is that in the 60s, that's a time of life when people start to notice that they really lose muscle tone, especially in the legs. So this is good focus here. Stay up on your fingertips. Lift your belly up. Yeah, I can even exaggerate the lifting of the belly just to show this a little bit. And then squeeze your feet and shins into the midline so all the sides of your legs are super strong, solid. Take your sitting bones back and apart, yes. And then pulling your belly up, lengthen your tailbone and firm your buttocks, and push a lot of power down through your legs while you're breathing normally. Good, and then place your hands flat on the floor by your front leg and step back to downward facing dog. Good. So you kind of make a habit, as you see in these poses, of always hugging into the midline, pulling your power up, and then pushing it back down. Yeah. So you kind of get used to a certain level of inner strength that you can maintain and breathe. You're doing really good, really good, really good. Step forward with your right leg, warrior 2. Right leg forward, left leg back, warrior 2. Come up to warrior 2. Again, we want to hug into the midline because this pose is a big challenge for the back leg to become strong. So hug in to our own inner strength. Draw it in and pull it into your belly, into your rib, into your core, and then push it back out through all your limbs. Graceful warrior, put your left hand on your left leg and sweep the right arm over. Reverse warrior 2. Yeah. Enjoy, breathe. Keep the back leg really straight. Yeah, it's good. Even bow forward a little bit more. Nice. Now touch the floor and change legs. Reverse, back to warrior 2 on the left leg. So the left leg will come forward. Oh, good. Jump switch. Come to Southern California. Go surfing with us. What can I say? Okay. Yeah. You want to make sure that the weight is balanced on both legs, and then you try to go deeper and deeper. And this is really good for your knee, right? Even without the cartilage. She said this is great for her to keep the strength in the, wow. Whew, keep the strength in the quad. Touch your right hand to your right leg and take your left arm over. Reverse warrior. Breathing, stretching, feeling, making little adjustments if you need to go farther. Yeah. You're so steadfast that you can, like a willow tree, bend when the winds come. Just really easily go to the side. Good, and then back to downward facing dog. You'll notice every time they go back to downward facing dog, they renew their strength in the arms. So you'll see them press the finger pads down, squeeze their hands and arms toward the midline. Again, like there was a block between their hands and arms. And then lift their arms up a little bit higher. Lift the rib cage up. Push down through the pelvic core to the feet. Now bend your knees, and if you can, hop forward, otherwise step forward. And then come all the way up. And we'll stretch our arms up overhead. We're going to put our feet together this time. We're going to sit in chair pose, Utkatasana. So stretching up really far, big extension, and then we sit down in the chair, Utkatasana. Yes, and if it hurts your shoulders at all, you can bend your elbows out to the side. So it's okay to do that variation of bent arms, but you'll notice that the spine goes from the top of the head to the tip of the tailbone. So I hold my hands on Bob like this and give him awareness that you want to lengthen down through the tail and extend up through your head at the same time and keep breathing. This will build so much good power and leg strength. Great. And come up to standing and let your arms come back down. So good. Breathe. But you notice that they're breathing the entire time. They don't hold their breath in these poses. One more time. Stretch your arms with a big sweep up. Utkatasana chair pose. Bend your legs. Make this pose a meditation of not only hugging into your inner core power, but also lengthening. You stretch out. You just be fully you. Yeah, that's it. From your head to your tail and from your tail to your head, you're stretching with awareness in both directions. And now I challenge you, if you want to, you can go a little bit deeper. Just because you're that kind of guy, you like that kind of challenge. If I put my finger here, you lengthen the tailbone, put the belly up. Yeah, that's awesome. And breathe. And maybe you can open your shoulders a little bit more if it feels like you can. Great. And then come back up to standing. Really awesome. And release your arms back down.